Hey guys, welcome back to the Small Adventures Business Channel. Today I have a special guest. Actually, he belongs to a particular organization that's near and dear to my heart. It's the Northwest Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And today we have the executive director and actually founder of the chamber. Today we have Mario Farfan. And welcome. And tell us a little bit about yourself, Mario.
Well, Edgar, thank you for inviting me today. I'm glad to be here in this beautiful space that you have here. So so my name is Mario Farfan. I am the executive director currently for the Northwest Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I'm also the founder. So I live in the suburbs, but I grew up in the city. I started the chamber about 6.5 years ago. And the chamber started with based off focus groups that we did in Hanover Park. Mm-hmm. We did 2 focus groups that were done by a third party. And the third party basically had about 30 to 40 Hispanic business owners and other business owners and professionals gather and ask a certain number of questions for about an hour or so. And then after those questions, we got the feedback. Okay. And from that feedback, I created a strategic plan and I started recruiting for board directors, speaking with mayors, and talking to whoever would listen to me. And I got the support at that time from Wintrust Bank. And in 2015, I would say March, was our first event that we did to launch and celebrate the launch of the chamber. And
guys, just to let you guys know, Mario has been active in the community in Hanover Park actually for many, many years. One of the actual great things is that you have a great relationship with the village. The village actually sponsors and supports a lot of what the North Hispanic Chamber of Commerce does. But I kind of want to get deep into some questions because you're very passionate about being an executive director and supporting the chamber. And I think a lot of people who are watching right now, I think it's important to understand kind of what benefits you can kind of receive and why it's important to join a chamber, especially a Hispanic chamber where this is the only one in the suburbs because the only other chamber is in the city, correct?
That's correct. So that's a loaded question there. So why am I passionate? What does it mean for someone to join as a member? And also the shout out to Hanover Park. So I definitely want to
shout out Hanover Park.
Yeah, I definitely want to recognize Hanover Park, Mayor Craig, and the village, the whole group over there were very supportive of the Northwest Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And also I can't leave out Hoffman Estates, Mayor McLeod and his group over there. They were very instrumental in supporting us. Yeah, shout out to Hoffman Estates. And others that I met along the way. I don't want to forget about the little people. No one's little. So I would say, why am I passionate? Right? You asked me that question. I would say if I were to go deep into that question, really answer it, it just comes from, my experience growing up, how I grew up. My parents came to the United States and in the late 70s, early 80s. And they came from Guatemala, and shout out to Guatemala. I don't know if that makes sense. Too many shout outs. And as I grew up, my mother cleaned houses, worked at McDonald's for a long time. My father worked at Farley's Candies in Skokie for about 25 years plus. He would get up about 4 a.m. to go to work, and we wouldn't see him till he got home 6 or 7. Wow. So as I went through school, public schools, I started seeing opportunities. Or listening to opportunities, I always wondered, where are those opportunities for my parents? So knowing what I know now, fast forward to today, if those resources, like we have today, individuals like yourself and others that I'm connected with right now as I'm meeting them with the chamber, if they were there during that time for my parents, what could have been? I'm definitely proud of them, but I definitely want to make sure for the future, that's why I'm passionate, for the future that is there for my children and their children, and so on and so forth. We are now, I don't consider ourselves the minority anymore. I know that is still something we are.
Yes, I agree.
I consider ourselves the majority. So for a member, the benefit is just that. They're going to join a group, like you said, we're the second Hispanic chamber, largest chamber in Illinois. Yeah. And we want to make sure that each member feels proud about that. They talk to their employees about it. So members get benefits like chamber benefits, but not only that, they're joining a new group. This is something new and exciting. And also, in my time with the chamber, I have been able to I will say learn from and also mentor about 23 different board directors in 6.5 years. Right. 6.5 years. So people have come on the board, have grown, moved out, got married, had a baby, those kind of things. But I will definitely give a shout out to them. That it took for them to take us where we are now.
Yeah, Mario, and I think, and obviously, guys, you can see the passion. You know, I think, you know, Mario, I think you saw a need. You saw a huge need, and I think it's important to transmit that, because a lot of you guys may know Mario, but you guys might not know the reason why Mario started the chamber, and essentially what drove him to essentially create such a strong organization. And, you know, being actually a board member myself, you know, I love the organization because it brings great value. And I am actually a failed small business owner, and this is the reason why I started the channel, to essentially try to give some resources or put people like Mario in front of you guys so you guys can take advantage of these resources and essentially have something to work with when, you know, like you mentioned, your parents, or, you know, my parents and myself when I was a business owner, it was very difficult because there wasn't a lot of resources out there.
Absolutely.
And you know that a lot of our Hispanic people and a lot of minorities struggle to really get their ideas off the ground.
Absolutely.
And that kind of leads into my second question, Mario. You know, why is it important? Like, why is it important to join a chamber, and what value does it bring to the business and the individuals?
So, great question. This is an answer. Actually, the answer differs to everyone I talk to.
Yes, sir.
I'll use an example today. I got a phone call from a medical company owners, a young lady, and she asked me that same question. It's like, Mario, here's my situation. I'm in Mount Prospect, and we need to drive the Hispanic community to come see us, to come see our business. They do medical supplies and caregiver. How can you help us? Are you gonna just drive everybody in, get a busload of people, and drop us off? Here's the answer I would say to any of you watching right now who are interested to be a member. The honest answer will be, you get what you put in. But we set it up for you in a way where you just cannot fail to make those connections. There's just no way that you cannot walk away after 1 year membership and gain a new network, other mentors, advice, or customers. Okay. There's just no way. Yeah. The only reason that will not happen is if you step back and just donate to us, and which is fine. But again, I'm passionate about growing all of our Hispanic business owners, whether they're small.
Growing together.
Yeah. Exactly, whether they're an entrepreneur or they have 5,000 employees. So I would say, if you're a member, ask, you know, we're also customizing a lot of the stuff we do. We're not set in stone, so we customize a lot of our benefits. So if you were to say, right, Mario, you know what, I'm looking to do more in this area, do you offer that? You know, we don't. Let's guess what? I'm gonna find out someone that can do that, and we'll get it done for you.
And Mario, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like there is a lot of flexibility to essentially upgrade these benefits and change them. You know, one of the things that I think, you probably, I've seen that the chamber offers is flexibility. So for you chamber members out there, and for future chamber members, you know, there's a lot of flexibility. This organization is still growing and can still provide a lot of value to other business owners.
Absolutely, and I'm not going to correct you because you're not wrong. You're absolutely right, Edgar. That we are very flexible, because when I started this chamber, I did not want to be black and white. I wanted to be gray. I wanted to be able to flex as we move towards times. We're in 2021, and things are moving really fast. So our board is made up of seasoned directors, and we have younger directors. So we're looking for all that energy and passion as we move towards the future.
And that might, just a little quick plug there. If you guys are looking to serve on a good board, a growing board, and a board that might help you develop yourself as a leader in the future, please reach out to Mario and the rest of the board members and see maybe if that might be something that you want to follow into.
Absolutely.
But my third question, Mario, I think one of the most important, and really for, being Hispanic is, as an executive director, what hardships have you faced, being a Hispanic? Because this is a Hispanic chamber. What kind of hardships have you faced, or is there something in particular that you remember while you were starting the chamber that, was difficult for you?
I got to take a deep breath in that one. Because I do remember 6.5 years ago wondering to myself if this was the right idea. Long nights, long meetings, and then some conversations behind the scenes where there was pushback from other, other people, organizations that felt the chamber would segregate potential business owners. And my response to that, Edgar, was that one of our pillars, we educate. We want to educate our business owners.
That's right.
Help them understand what a chamber really does. A chamber of commerce is one of the oldest organizations in the United States of America, by the way, folks. So that was a struggle for me, and there was a couple of times I wanted to give up. Even I think in the third year of the chamber, I want to give a special shout out to Tia Juarez, who was our previous executive director. Right. She and others picked me up and said, no, dust it off and get back out there and fight. Because I'm not fighting for the chamber, I'm fighting for our members and our business communities. That's who I'm fighting for. So
I believe I actually was sitting at a meeting once, and I was sitting next to a gentleman who actually had been in Rotary Club for a very, very long time, and one of his response to me was, him also having chamber experience, was, if you want, as a business owner, if you want to see the value in your chamber membership or doing something with the chamber, is actually participating and working alongside them to grow together, because that's how you're going to be able to drive business in. That's how you're going to be able to get resources in, which, and this will come along the way, but I do want to ask you, what things are coming along the way. But, and I think we touched on this point, but for our viewers who are watching right now, and I said future and current members,
sure.
What's the best way to maximize those benefits that you currently are offering at the North Hispanic Chamber of Commerce?
So when you become a member, and we hope you do, we provide a one-on-one consultation. We provide a questionnaire and ask you a series of questions to understand what your business goals are, what your goals are, and how we can help. That's what we want to do, because sometimes a golf outing is not really going to help your business. It might be a good time, drinks and laughs, but at the end of the day, there's a bottom line, and everyone has a family. So we like to understand from you, the business owner, what is it that we can help you with. So I think that's the launching pad, where we find out from the business what they need, what they're looking for, and then from there we make a plan to achieve that for their 1-year membership. It might take more than 1 year, as we know. Things don't happen overnight. But that's one of the biggest, asks that we ask our members to complete. Some don't, but we push them to do that, because that helps us customize a plan, work together. So we have a checklist, like you said, we're together. Hand in hand, mano a mano, together, doing it.
So, and again, Mario, I want to thank you for coming here, and
Sure.
Again, for you guys, I would highly encourage you that if you already haven't done so, try to look to see if maybe this would be a good route for you. Try to join the chamber, contact Mario. But before we actually go, Mario, is there any events that are important that we should share with our audience? Anything that's going on in the future?
There's a lot, but I'll start with, we have a October cafecito. The cafecito is our trademark. We have those every first Wednesday of the month. We have coffee in the morning. It's between 9 and 10 o'clock. And cafecito. And we're going to have the last two for the year in person, hopefully, God willing. And then we are going to have our gala at the end of the year in December. Previously it was called La Posada, but now we're calling it the gala. And that's going to happen in December. And again, we're looking to do it in person, but it might switch to virtual. We have some cool stuff coming. But we're looking for, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
We are looking to finally hire staff. So we're interested, if some of you are in college, looking to help us in our social media sites. So we're looking for somebody to handle our social media, look at our website. So we have that going on. We're looking for board directors, like Edgar just mentioned. We are looking for board directors. Obviously, Edgar is the board director, so we're glad and blessed that we have him on the team.
Thank you, Mario.
But if you're out there you want to get involved, again, we're not going to ask for 70 hours of your time. Basically, maybe 4 or 5 hours, 3-4 hours a week at max. But anyway, if you want to contact me, you can go to our website, which is NWHCCIL.com. Again, that's NWHCCIL.com.
And guys, I'll put Mario's information in actually the description below, his email and phone number. And thank you again for watching. More episodes to come. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. See you guys.
See you guys. Thank
Bye.
you.